but now I can recognize the patterns of emotional manipulation, you guys, and I trusted my own judgment. Hello everyone and welcome back for another video. For me personally, 2025 felt like a test. It was a year to see how much I had grown. When life got tough, I felt like it was a test to see would I slip back into old habits, how much would I accept, and how much would I refuse in order to honor the person that I became. And through it all, I noticed some signs within myself. They were small but powerful moments that confirmed that I truly grew as a person. I wanted to share a few of those signs with you guys today. Within the past few years, you guys, I would say my life has done a complete 180. I moved out of my hometown, I pursued my career, and I went to college. I did all of those things that I was putting off, and I can truthfully say now that I changed for the better. I've matured, I've experienced life, and I've learned so much. I tried to go back to my hometown, you guys. I tried hanging out with my old friend group, and I tried to go back to my old life after the growth. To be honest with you guys, I didn't like it. And that's not to say I didn't like those people, those places, and those things. It just wasn't for my day-to-day life, you guys, and I can't go back being the person that I once was. I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys today about some signs that might show that you are outgrowing the person that you once were. Signs that you should watch out for and signs that you should notice as you embark on your journey to become your best self and as you chase your dreams. The first sign that I wanted to talk to you guys today about is you start to realize that the things that you once were afraid to do or thought you couldn't do are actually within your reach. Maybe you realize that you recently had a difficult conversation where you had to advocate for yourself and you used to be scared or anxious to do this, but now you're realizing that advocating for yourself and sticking up for yourself and setting these boundaries are becoming easier for you to do. You are now able to set these boundaries without feeling guilt, without feeling shame, and you realize that you are more deserving of the respect and of the standards that are starting to become normal to you. Or maybe you're realizing that losses and setbacks aren't knocking you down for as long as they used to. You are recovering faster and you're becoming more resilient. And you're realizing that yes, this does still hurt, but it no longer stops you from chasing your dreams and chasing your goals. These bumps in the road are now just a part of the journey that you have to experience to get to the end goal. The second sign I want you guys to watch out for is no longer finding fun or enjoyment in the things that you once did. In my early 20s, you guys, I would drink every weekend, you guys. I was living on my own. I thought I knew everything, and I thought, hey, because I'm an adult now, I can do what I want. But eventually, you guys, burnout caught up to me. I was going to work on Mondays, broke, exhausted, and realizing that I regretted the choices that I made on the weekend. And I think what was worse is I would do it all over again the very next weekend. I tried doing certain things now and I can't. But this can look like different things for you. This can look like places that you used to hang out at are no longer fun or exciting. Or your daily routines no longer fit into the goals that you have set out for yourself. You are now prioritizing your rest and recharge. You are now prioritizing your peace. Another sign that you are outgrowing your old self, you guys, is you're understanding that your own beliefs and the energy and the values of those around you, their morals, their spirituality, their outlook, these all play a big role in your growth. I think we've all had a friend or friends growing up who would make homophobic, racist, or sexist jokes. And in those moments, you kind of look at them differently. And I want you guys to know that this does matter. I refuse to surround myself with anyone who are closed-minded in these ways. Personally, I used to struggle with people who react when I would share my beliefs, my religion, my spirituality, you guys. I'm not the type of person to push my faith onto others. We're all different, and I think that's something great about us. But when someone consistently feels the need to speak over or, in a way, challenge what you share, It's almost in a way like they're trying to discredit your beliefs with their own. And that behavior is telling. It tells you who they really are. Another thing that you guys might experience when you're outgrowing the person that you once were, your standards feel too high for people who benefited from your lack of boundaries. I recently had to let go of a lifelong friendship because I realized it no longer served me. I came to the realization that I was the one that was holding the friendship together, making the calls, arranging the meetups, and putting more effort into the friendship than I was receiving. When I began to engage in the friendship in a way that I felt was fair and reciprocal, my friend then confronted me and said that I was the problem in the friendship. I then shared my perspective and my experiences with the friendship, you guys, and they responded emotionally, making the situation about themselves. And in the past, you guys, who I was a couple of years ago, I would have let the guilt or the emotional response pull me back and get me to back down on my boundary and on my standards. But now I can recognize the patterns of emotional manipulation, you guys, and I trusted my own judgment. And this friendship no longer aligns with who I am or who I am becoming. And I've learned that it is okay to step away from relationships that no longer serve us, and that I deserve connections that are mutual and respectful and uplifting. Another sign that you have outgrown your old self, you guys, is you feel grief for your old life, even if your old life wasn't healthy. When I moved out of my hometown, you guys, I was sad, you guys. I knew it was a closing of a chapter in my life. I realized that I had outgrown who I once was, and at the time I had no idea who I was going to become. I just knew that I wasn't the person for that town, for that chapter in my life anymore. And it felt like life was telling me in a way, hey, if you want this life that you dream for yourself, it's on you to put on your big boy pants and go create it. It's not just going to be given to you and you have to create and you have to make sacrifices for it. So I had to let go of the comfort of being a car ride away from my family. I had to let go of the friend group that I grew up around. And I had to let go of the hope that I could have both, that I could be this person who grew up, who matured, who created and worked hard for this life that he built for himself, and then still go back once a month to party with these people. I couldn't. I am on my Moses journey. And for those of you who are familiar with the story, you guys, God parted the Red Sea for Moses so he could walk across the sea on dry land. Because the land was dry, you guys, there was no footprints to follow, so there was no way back. And God closed the sea behind him. Because if Moses went back, you guys, it would have been destructive. And anything from Moses' past trying to follow him couldn't make it across either. So you have to see God's part in your life and what he's doing for you. God parted your Red Sea, you guys, and he's asking you, hey, what are we going to do? So if you notice any of these signs in your life, you guys, just know that it's not a setback, it's growth. Outgrowing your old self, you guys, doesn't mean that you're losing who you were. It means you're growing and evolving into the person you were meant to be. And I just want to tell you guys, it's okay to leave your old life behind, you guys. And it's okay to move on to the next chapter feeling unsure. But I want you guys to trust the journey, trust in yourself, and trust the parting of your Red Sea. God is guiding you forward, you guys, and the path in front of you is yours to walk and yours alone. I want you guys to walk it with courage, with faith, and with clarity. And remember, you guys, growth isn't always comfortable, you guys, but it is necessary. So I want you guys to keep stepping into your life, keep raising your standards, and keep honoring the person that you are becoming. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Bye, everyone.